Welcome to Part 3, the final video in our scanf function series in C programming. Let's do a quick recap. In Part 1, we learned how to accept a single character using the %C format specifier. In Part 2, we captured full text strings using %D, and we learned the golden rule. Strings do not need the ampersand symbol. In this final part, we will complete our user profile program. Today, you will learn how to read whole numbers and decimal numbers using the %D and %F format specifiers. Afterwards, we will tackle a short formatting challenge to make our output look like a professional user ID profile. Finally, I will introduce activity number 3, where you will apply everything you have learned for your independent practice. To begin, open the example scanf source file we were working on in the previous video. Let's pick up right where we left off. At this point, we have successfully learned how to read text from the user. Next, let's add to our code and ask the user for their age and weight using integers and floats. First, go back up to where we declared our variables. Below the string variable, let's declare two new variables. Type int space age and a semicolon. Then, on the next line, type float space weight and a semicolon. Now, go back down to your input section. Let's ask the user for their age. Add a printf statement and type enter your age. Below that, add your scanf statement. Inside the quotation marks, type the %D format specifier, which we use for integers. Now, outside the quotation marks, add a comma. Listen carefully here. Type the ampersand symbol followed by the variable name age. Remember what we discussed earlier. Strings do not need the ampersand, but char, integers, and floats absolutely require it. The ampersand tells scanf the exact memory address where it should store the number. Do not forget it. Next, let's do the same thing for the weight. Add another printf statement and type enter your weight in kilograms. Below it, add a scanf statement. Inside the quotation marks, type the %F format specifier for decimal numbers. Outside the quotation marks, add a comma, type the ampersand symbol again, and then the variable name weight. We have now collected a char, a string, an integer, and a float. It is time to display all of this information back to the user. Go down to your output section. Add a printf statement. Inside the quotation marks, type age, followed by the %D format specifier, and then a \n for a new line. Outside the quotation marks, add a comma, followed by the variable name age. Now, let's follow the same procedure for the weight and use %.2f for displaying two decimal places. Let's compile and run our program one last time. Type your gender, press enter. Type your first name, press enter. Type your age, press enter. And type your weight, press enter. Right now, the program perfectly captures all four data types. But wait, let's test something. What happens if we ask for one more character right after the weight? Go up to your variables and declare char, space, letter, and a semicolon. Down in your input section, add a printf asking for your favorite letter, followed by a scanf using the %C format specifier. Let's compile and run. Enter your gender, first name, age, and weight. Look at the screen. The program skipped our new question and ended immediately. Why? When you typed your weight and pressed enter, the computer kept that hidden enter key stored in its memory. The new scanf instantly grabbed that hidden enter key instead of waiting for a real letter. To fix this common bug, go back to your new scanf. Inside the quotation marks, simply add one blank space right before the %C. This tiny space tells the computer to ignore leftover enter keys and wait for real input. Compile again, and now it works perfectly. But the output text is not aligned. This brings us to your final practice challenge. I want you to modify this code using the \t escape sequence from our previous video. Look at the screen for a before and after example. Your goal is to format the text so everything lines up perfectly. Pause the video, apply your tab spaces, and give it a try. Now it is time to put your skills to the test. Open up your activity scanf source file. Your activity 3 depends on your room. Look at the screen right now to see the expected output and make sure you are building the correct one for your class. As you code, remember to use \n and \t to format your output beautifully. Also, do not forget our golden rules. No ampersand for strings using %s, and always add a space before %c so the program does not skip your input. Over these 3 videos, you have mastered capturing characters, strings, and numbers and formatting them into clean outputs. Remember the words of computer scientist Chris Pine. Programming isn't about what you know, it's about what you can figure out. Do not be afraid to test your code and experiment. Good luck with your activity, and I will see you next time.